let's start now. Okay, yesterday what we have covered is basically we have done the exchange part. First, we have applied the scripts on exchange server. We need to run the two scripts basically. One need to disable the throttling policy, and one is basically permission script. So throttling policy, I'll make it review like it's basically from Exchange 2010 and onward. Microsoft has put a policy like from the particular source there is a certain amount of connection to Exchange server is allowed. After that one it will be denied. So that's why because we are doing the archiving for the Exchange, and we don't know how many threads EV will open with the Exchange server. So that's why we need to disable the throttling policy for EV admin account. So that's for that purpose we have run the script that is set EV throttling policy. The second one is we do require some permission on the Exchange. For that purpose we have run the set EV permission script. Now the second part what we have done, we need at least one system mailbox on the Exchange server, and that mailbox on that mailbox we need send as permission for EV admin account. That we have done.
Yeah.
Okay, after that one we have added the Exchange server as a target in EV console. Okay, so let's open the administration console. Yesterday we a little bit talked about the provisioning group. Provisioning group is what we are going to target and which kind of policies will be applied on that target, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so again if you talk about the policies, we have basically three major policies we have in three kinds of policies we have in EV. One is mailbox policy, one is desktop policy, one is Pst migration policy. Desktop policy is basically what how the end user look and feel and control. You know, either user can delete the archive, he can manually create the archive or no. And then the second mailbox policy is how the archiving will take place, like archiving action, archiving attributes, those will be defined in mailbox policy. The Pst migration policy is what when the end user, like if you have a target, you want to migrate your old PSTs from the client machines to the EV, then the Pst migration policy come in the picture. Otherwise, no use. If there is some PST existing PSTs and you want to migrate it to totally eliminate the PST from the environment, then you have to import it on the EV server. Okay, so let's talk about the policies now one by one. So if you see on the Exchange servers policies, now we have mailbox policy and desktop policy. Let's create a one policy for the mailbox. I have created this one test mailbox policy, let's say. Okay, now if you talk about, this is the major part, this one, archiving rule. So how the archiving will be happening on the server. So we have two things here. One is we can archive based on age, we can archive based on volume, volume or the quota reaching, or the second thing, both. Okay, the better I recommend for most of the customers, like both, because in that case you don't have to tweak anything or do anything.
Volume
like
means the file size?
Yeah, the total file
quota.
size.
So I'll explain one by one. Based on the age, for example, anything like older than 2 months or 3 months, email will be archived automatically from the exchange and it will be moved to the vault. Okay, and the second thing, based on quota. For example, you have a quota of 1 GB quota and you put a limit like 10% is free, then the archiving will start. So if you put this policy, EV will always try to maintain the mailbox up to 90%. Whenever any email like cross 95% or something, it will only archive the top 5%. Okay. It will maintain that ratio. So in this scenario, most of the time I put 70%. The 10% sometimes is very less.
Yeah.
So maybe if archive is 70%, sorry?
70 as free?
70%.
No, 70% full. I mean 30% free.
Reaches 70%. See? Archive item until
available storage. That means free storage should be 30%.
30% will be
30% free.
So I always put like this one. So if any day archiving doesn't work for 1 day or 2 days, so user should not complain like they are reaching mailbox quota or their send and receive is stopped or something.
Right.
The better way is put both. It depends on the customer basically, how he want.
So this is something that we can define before we start implementation?
Normally we are putting this one, once the setup is ready, we are giving one one performer is there, like one Word file is we have Word, yeah, we are asking like these are the major policies, we can do the archive and how the major impact if you do.
So we give our suggestions also, right?
We do give our suggestion and give the form to them and let them fill.
Okay.
Okay, so based on their feedback we are creating the policies basically.
Based on the quota, you mean to say the disk size?
Oh, exchange quota, exchange mailbox quota, exchange mailbox quota.
Say for example, if I am having 100 MB of quota in the exchange mailbox, okay, so it will be counted in 70% of that particular mailbox.
Yes.
70%.
No, it's not the mailbox quota.
Mailbox quota.
It is mailbox storage. The storage which is
mailbox quota basically. Mailbox quota network.
Means from 100.
We are applying. Here in our environment we didn't put a mailbox quota. It's a free. You can unlimited. I think.
No, it is now 5 GB.
5 GB?
For some users and unlimited for some users.
So,
managers.
like unlimited you can say. So, but the thing is like in most of the organization you will see like exchange mailbox size is around 500 MB to 2 GB or something like that.
Maximum.
So 70% of 100 or 500 GB.
Yes, right.
Yeah,
500 MB. Yeah. Okay, so
okay, if we find a customer like us that it is unlimited.
So in that case you have to archive based on age. So that's why I am saying like if it's better to have it both.
On both.
So it will archive both. And then there is some override setting also available. Override setting means like for example, as we know like archive cannot be accessible from the mobile. Right now in our scenario, till version 10, archive cannot be accessed from the mobile. Either Android or whatever.
Yeah.
If email is archived on the EV server, it cannot be accessed from the mobile.
Okay.
Okay, so but you need minimum have Internet Explorer or either Outlook. Or one way is there, you have to browse the basically browse the web page. That's a totally separate scenario.
From over?
No, the Enterprise Vault has its own web page also. We'll see that one. How when we start archiving.
But we have Outlook even for mobile phones, right? That Outlook app. Even
no, it will not work. It will not work.
So the plugin which is required for the EV.
Plugin is only available for Outlook. Outlook or the Mac.
Okay.
Mac Outlook. Which was called in storage. Now they are saying Outlook. Okay, so it's only accessible from there.
Okay.
So either you have to browse the web page of the enterprise vault, you cannot access directly. So for that purpose, sometimes they say like, okay, if the user is very like he has like very busy inbox or something, he has like he's getting very like very big emails and those kind of stuff, and number of emails are more. Sometimes we do like, you know, if you put up based on the quota, and his maybe last week email also
Gets probably
get archived. So in that case, what will happen? So that last week email also cannot be visible from the mobile.
on the mobile phone.
So that's why sometimes this option is required, like don't archive the 2 weeks old emails or something like that, or some other special cases, whatever the requirement is. Okay, this is the one case. The second one is start item younger than this one. For example, if you want a target like archive any email which is larger than 8 MB, either regardless of the age or the quota.
We can do that. Yeah.
We can do that from here. Like
We can define the
by default now it's
10
10 MB. So 10 MB email will come into this one mailbox. It will be archived same day, regardless of the quota and
the time.
So
time.
it will start at the flash. Once I receive.
No, at that time no. There is a schedule for the archiving. When the schedule will run, it will be archived. It's not running all the time. Mailbox archive.
We have to define the schedule for this one. Or it
Yes,
is automatic?
yes, will be. We need to. By default, when you are creating the task, the schedule is running from 6 PM to morning 6. We'll see that one. Okay, so these are the. I'm putting this one as 1 month. Okay, don't archive 2 weeks. Or start with. Let's say 1 MB. Okay. Then the move item. So by default it is selected. It should be on also. For example, if you do some email move within the inbox, if this option is not selected, that shortcut like the archive location will not be updated in the archive. So if you want to see the archive how it is looking, we have a tool for Archive Explorer. We will see that one. But if you do, if you uncheck this one, that location will not be updated. So by default, these are the default settings. We never keep it. We never touch it basically. Okay, index. Index is the most important part. Index, as we know, like we can perform the searches based on what we have archived. Okay, but the thing is, we have 2 levels of indexing. One is brief and one is full. Full is means it's like if always the fancy things come with the price and those things. The index comes with the price, like storage price. So brief. If brief index, if you talk about, it's taking 3% of the storage, 3% of the email. Okay, and full index is basically from 12% to the 13%.
13%.
Yes, 12% to 13% of the email. Okay, so what's the advantage of that one? So you can, with the full, you can do the perform inside the email and those things.
Like keywords within the email.
Within the
Keywords
email
within
and
the
the
email or within the
attachments also. Okay, but for the brief, you can only search based on that headers and those
But the
things.
full indexing, even the first time indexing must be taking a lot of time, right? Or it just keeps running in the background?
No. First time, whenever the email archiving is happening, the index file is created automatically by EV based on the criteria you are specifying here for that particular user.
Okay.
So for example, you can specify like for the technical, brief is okay. For this sales guys, you need full indexing.
Okay.
So EV will do the full indexing for the sales department. For the technical, it will do the brief. Depends. or you want to give the full indexing for the management and the brief for that one.
Okay.
Depends. So, but remember one thing, if you are selecting full, it means that 12 to 13% of that storage is required. That much calculation has to be done before implementing, you know. If you are calculating the storage for the 3 years, then the index volume will be the actual data, like 13% of the actual data of the email. It's a plus 13%. You can say
One particular email, right? For one particular email, you said the 12 to 13% is based on the one particular email, like the email or
yes, one per email. From here you can see the target. Whenever you use the this policy in provisioning group, we can see the targets here. Okay. Right now we didn't use this policy. We just created. Otherwise, for example, for this other one, you can see it. Target. Got it? Okay. Then the next is the major is shortcut content. Shortcut content will be like, shortcut is what basically? Whenever EV is archiving email, it's leaving a shortcut in your inbox. Shortcut size is around I think 3K, 2 to 3K something. For example, any email which is being archived by the Exchange server, it will leave, EV will leave a shortcut and delete the original item. So the look and feel for the end user will be same. He can see the archive from the inbox, we will see that one. But only that there is a shortcut difference at the start. Okay? For example, let's see, go to the client. Before going further, let's go to the client. You have a one client also, right? Okay, see now what we have here. Already there are some emails. Okay, now the icon is, this envelope icon is there, right? When you run the archive, this icon will be changed, replaced with the Enterprise Vault shortcut icon. We will see that once we run the archiving task hour. And the second most important thing, we need to have Outlook add-on installed on the client. Otherwise, icon will not come. You will see like that email missing part only, that shortcut will be displayed, and you will never know like what's happening and emails are missing or something. So the first troubleshooting, Outlook add-on should be there and visible here on the ribbon bar or something, whatever Office they are calling this. Okay, let's go back to the server too. Okay, so here by default, if you are not changing anything in the shortcut, the information, recipient information will be same and sent information will be same. Like the sender and receiver email address will be same in the shortcut, as well as there is a some some percent, 5% or 4% of the body of that message will be added in the shortcut automatically. We never used to change this setting. Like this is more feasible for the end user, I think. Like there, some of the part of the email will be visible in that shortcut. So that's much feasible. You can even define your own also if you want it. Okay, so then message classes, as you know, like every email, every content in the Exchange has its own class. For example, task has some separate message class, journal has something different. If you see here, by default these are the option which is selected for archive. If you want to, like sometimes you will say like some of the his mailbox is very big and some of the messages are not being archived. Maybe that those belongs to these kind of things. You have to keep remember, like I will show you like how we can check that which are the contents, but these could be belongs to, those could be belongs to these kind of types which are not eligible for archive. In the reports, there is a one field number of items which are not eligible to archive. So those could be these one. Okay. Then the shortcut deletion. Shortcut deletion is what? For example, as I told you, shortcut is the around 3 to 4 KB.
Can you go back again?
Yes.
Classes.
Yeah.
Enterprise what will archive items only from the selected messages
Yes.
class in this list. So we have to select, right?
By default, these are the selected.
Okay. So
If you want to select content also, contacts also, Outlook contacts also be archived, you have to select it. If you want to select the appointment on your calendar need to be archived, you have to select it.
otherwise it will not.
Otherwise, it will ignore the appointments, other contacts, or those things. Depends. If you want to do it, you can do it. By default, it's not enabled. Okay. Then the second thing is shortcut deletion. Shortcut is what basically it's only a reference to the original archive, right? Whenever archiving is happening, it's leaving a shortcut in your inbox. Okay, the shortcut size is around 4 KB, 3 to 4 KB approximately. So what will happen, for example, if the archiving is happening from the last 5 years and the mailbox is very heavy, like receiving a lot of emails daily.
When the mail expires, the shortcut is being deleted or not?
Yeah, it will be. There is an option. We can do that. But what will happen in this case? It will be huge.
Full of shortcuts.
For the one of our customer like Kufpack, they run the report to check like how many shortcut they have in their environment. They have around 120 GB of shortcuts in Exchange, full 120 GB. They are using this one from I think last 7 years. So he was saying that they are keeping the shortcut from the day one. So he changed the policy to change it to delete the shortcut for the 5-year-old or 3 years old. So
how the users will access the archives?
There is an option that we will see. So remember these things also. Sometimes maybe if the orphan shortcuts means the archive is deleted or expired, shortcut is still there in the mailbox. But whenever you try to open it, it won't open.
Obviously.
This is orphan. Okay.
Correct.
So
The mail
this
is
should be
expired.
selected always.
Correct. When the mail is expired. or
Mail is
deleted,
expired. You set a
it will not
retention
get
period.
deleted automatically. The shortcut.
No, we have to select this option in this scenario. Got it?
Yeah.
So these are the major policies here in the mailbox. Then the desktop. Desktop, let's create a one policy test. I'm saying test desktop policy. Okay. Okay, these are the very few options. Okay, by default, what I told you, like this is a like end user experience, how the add-on will behave if end user is opening Outlook, right? So from here you can see, control it. Like either you want to give the user the ability to store in vault, should not store in vault, restore from the vault, search. See, we can access the enterprise vault from the web also. There is a web page for the Enterprise Vault web app. There is Search Vault and Archive Explorer. Archive Explorer is the hierarchy, like full archive view of the end user mailbox. We will see that one in a minute, but if you want to give the permission to end user or want to remove it from the end user, either you want to give the ability to end user delete from Vault or no, you can control from here. Okay, and then the most important thing, shortcut deletion. What will happen? See now. Shortcut deletion. If the user deletes the shortcut from the Outlook, should delete shortcut only or delete the archive also?
Okay.
So the better way is leave it as shortcut only. So even if the user delete the shortcut,
We at least have the archive file.
we have the archive. We have single instance. We are not utilizing that much space. So better leave it as shortcut only. In this scenario, there will be no data loss. Okay. Okay, and then web application. This is the default setting. Enterprise Vault names should be always included in the end user intranet sites. So it's by default added. We don't have to do anything. Then the Vault cache. Vault cache is what? For example, in sometimes you have some users who are frequently traveling and they don't have internet access. Okay, how they can access the archive? Like if you are opening the Outlook, you have OST, right? From the Outlook, you cannot send the email, but you can still access the old emails. But in case of offline cache kind of thing, so if you want to enable a Vault cache for the user, you can specify here. This is the feature same as the OST. It will ask the user like, do he want to enable the Vault cache and how many storage for the local disk he want to give. So he can specify
Which kind of files it creates?
It's create one file only. Really, I didn't check it. I need to check that one. But I never even check it from the end user point of view.
But it will not open the whole message, right?
No, it's caching only the most frequent archives and those things. Or the basically, if he defines the size like download this, it always asks like how much storage you want to give the archive, like 5 GB or 10 GB. So most recently accessed at those item will be saved locally, kind of thing.
Yeah, because same like OST.
Same as OST. OST also nowadays they are asking like till how many days you want to download, something kind of thing. Okay, so rest the target will be some advanced settings are there. This is I think not required at that much. I'll forward you the manual, so otherwise one by one. Okay. Then the Pst migration. If I create the new policy, test Pst migration. If you see here, shortcut, the most important part in the shortcut Pst migration is shortcut creation. Do they want to create a shortcut for the Pst migrated Pst or no? This is very important, but you have to inform the end user like each shortcut has a size. If the end user mailbox is 500 MB and you are importing 30 gig of Pst, it will fail. I have faced these kind of issues couple of times because the 30 gig Pst maybe contain 1 million items. How much the size of that 1 million shortcuts? 4K multiply by 10. 10 lakhs, how much it will be? Attend around 2 gig or something. Maybe they have the mailbox of 500 MB. So you have to inform the user, like if you want to enabling this thing, so what is the impact on your inbox size? Maybe last time, in the last week I had a call. He was saying that archiving is not happening, user is complaining, they are getting mailbox is getting full message. When I saw he has a mailbox quota of 500 MB, out of which he has utilized around 480 MB of shortcut. 480 MB of shortcut for Mustafa only. He was saying, he sent the email. Yeah, he sent the email like stating like email is, archiving is not happening. When we have a session at that time, when I open the reports and those things, I saw that that particular user size mailbox is full, okay, and the size is around 480 MB of shortcuts are there in that mailbox, because they have done the Pst migration. So I told him, like, man, you have already utilized, either you have to increase the mailbox or delete the shortcut.
So what do you recommend? Delete the shortcuts?
See, for example, in the case of PSTs, you should restrict the age by age. Like for example, if you want to access the user, like let's say 1 year of emails can be accessible from the shortcut. That is more than enough. Like if you want to search the vault, you still have access to vault.
But now, what is the use of keeping the email, the archive, if the user doesn't have shortcut to access it?
There is a way he can access.
How?
That's why I am saying we'll see that portion.
Okay.
That we will see that portion. He can still browse it, but not from the Outlook. From Outlook only, not from that inbox area. We will see that one once we install the add-on. Okay. Now.
So can you please show us how the shortcut and these things, so that we
that's why
understand?
that's why I'm going to run the archive now.
Okay.
Okay. But the first thing, now we have created the policy as per what we want it. Now I need to apply it on yesterday what we have created, the provisioning group. This is the provisioning group yesterday I have created. I'm going to apply that policies. Test mailbox, test Pst migration, and apply. Whenever you are doing any policy change, then you have to synchronize. Then you have to synchronize. If you are changing the policies totally on the provisioning group, then you have to run the provisioning task. How to run the provisioning task and how to do the synchronization? You have to go to Exchange, this one, Enterprise Vault Server, task. There is provisioning task. Run now in normal mode. Okay. The second thing you have to do, synchronize it. Properties or see, this will be on the archiving task properties. Mohammed,
Yes.
two things. In case if somebody is saying like they change the policies and the settings is not being applied or something, you have to synchronize the mailboxes. How you can do it? Go to that archiving task, synchronization. Select all mailboxes and unable to form. Why?
I think you just run the task, that's why, the action provisioning task.
Okay, 1 minute. Okay,
Now start.
synchronization. Okay, synchronize. Access is denied. Okay, now we have a issue here. Okay, whenever like you have the issue or any
workup. Or we have to run the main server after then after that provisioning. Is it like that?
रन आउट बराबर चले दूसरा अप टू 200 मिलीवॉट्स हो गया आएगा भी होगा ये तुमने इससे पहले क्या किया ये रन करने से पहले बस वही है रन ही होगा नहीं इससे पहले क्या किया इसको रन करने से पहले रन करने नहीं टारगेट में चेंजेस किया उसमें प्रोपरली सिंक्रोनाइजेशन तुमने अपडेट क्या किया रन करने अभी कमर ने पूरा टारगेट सॉल्व होल्डिंग ग्रुप में क्या करना है
वो सिंक्रोनाइज करने का
सिंक्रोनाइज करना ना ओके सिंक ओनली डायरेक्टली विद सिंक ओके यार ये सिंक हो रहा है
provisioning
why you late?
He brings some burger. I base one EV should be already before. When I configured the Outlook EV, install EV for what the plugin. And when it is in the plugin, it is showing that policy how to be changed. I confirm. And there's no nothing. This is policy is for no that we cannot change it for one. And I don't the base and I don't know how to change it.
So later we will fix it commercial.
No, you should fix it next time.
no as for we can create policy for
It's running for you guys?
Yes.
Task is running?
Yes.
Okay.
Which task you want to run?
Did you run the synchronization?
No.
Run it?
Change the items.
Just
Yeah, it's in the
right.
which task? Which
Control-
task? Which task? The
Provisioning task.
provisioning task?
Yeah.
Guys, should I ask him to get the snacks over here or we eat it outside? But there won't be sufficient space to keep it.
No worries. We will manage.
Still at home. That's not the problem.
Space is there actually.
That's
That is only for 2 minutes. It's a technical aspect.
Showing server 1 has been queued. Huh?
Yes, right. Mine exchange services are down.
Why? I hate this question.
Nishan touch it basically. Plus.
Ishan is
This guy when he touches the design.
And you know what? If someone is showing go like this, go like that, go like this, he will go, but he will catch the notes like this. You know, due to that,
He thought that if he took this one, it will be working fine.
No, he touched my working laptop in class. Where is look?
Yeah, Nishan.
He came now.
What is this? Everybody's complaining about you.
Man, what you have done with
What
my
you have
laptop?
done? What do you keep doing? What did you do?
Why are you doing like this?
Why are you doing with this person?
Killing your heart.
It's too much.
Direct attack.
Finger.
Yeah.
Isn't it the thing?
Three things.
Two Kerala people means they ping each other like
Okay.
there is no firewall, there is any.
So other than that, you guys have firewall. That's your main problem.
There is some protocol we have to.
It should ping.
No.
It should ping normally. If not pinging means there is some problem.
We have to open the port first.
I just want to verify, like, is that something happened with that account or no?
Prasad is still replying to emails from the flight or the airport.
Prasad is a hero.
You should remember
Huh?
each and
Prasad is a hero.
तो वो गैस पंचर हो गया था ना प्रसाद भाई का
Just 2 days. How many days?
वो दोपहर
4 or 5 days.
5 days.
Anyway,
Anyway, you have 3 days.
no he will come next week only means maybe on Thursday or like
Yeah, this is what we are saying. And why the, anyway you were coming 3 days.
3 days off yeah
हाँ ना यार
then what is the first day of Ramadan 29th or 30th
यार ना मुझे नहीं याद
in paper it was 28 29 huh?
28 रनोनी के विचार शुभजान ने विचार आज हम करने तो ओके फिर हमको ये जो पॉलिसीज है देन वी हैव टू काउंटेड इन प्रोविजनिंग बुक राइट मैनेजमेंट एंड देयर इज अ टेक्स्ट ऑफ पॉलिसी मेंबर्स पॉलिसी
Most probably it will start on Saturday 28th of June.
but this time it will be a very hectic you know
Because of the heat. I mean,
Heat, yeah.
It's the same last year. What is the
but
difference?
they are telling this time the
every
temperature
time they say
every time they see the same thing happen.
सब ऊपर लगा अभी
He is going to make things easy.
nowadays at around 1 o'clock to it shows around 45 47 degrees 45 47 degrees yes even today it was around 44
problem is only
Yesterday it was really good.
yeah yesterday even evening was yesterday also evening time will be restless बाहर जाना मुश्किल
you have to just be careful on the whole evening time after office. People are driving like crazy. Just to do
मैं तो ट्रैफिक भी रहा हूँ वो साइड बहुत ट्रैफिक है
So who's going to win? Mumbai or Chennai? Not for you.
मुंबई
Step on the clean girl.
started
108 for 2.
मुंबई
Yes, in 13 hours.
Cricket.
Cricket.
Okay, let's
We
try.
don't have
12 more days, right, for FIFA?
Yeah, 14.
14?
14, no, it's 14th June.
No, 12 so dark.
14.
Sure? FIFA is going to be fine.
Okay, okay, guys.
Okay, sorry. Let's continue.
See now, whenever the synchronize is happening, or if you are doing the synchronize, or you are running archiving basically, so you will have this queue running. So this is the most important part of the troubleshooting. If you got a call,
now?
no, we are on the AV server. Okay, whenever you are doing like sometime you will get a call, like user is saying like their archiving is not happening or something, retrieval is not happening. So the first thing you have to do, come here, EV.
The EV server.
Okay, this will be under messaging. You have to open like if message queue basically. It's under the features, server management. If it is like 2008 or 2012, it will be under server manager. If you are using 2003, maybe some customer has 2003 also. So it will be under manage.
This came because we installed the component
MSMQ, right?
MSMQ.
So always, like especially in case of KIB, I don't know. They either they have low spec server, like memory is slow or something. Every now and then this message queue service is getting stuck. For those especially, restart the message queue. Later on, start the troubleshooting. Like I got around 10 calls, out of that 8 this message queue service. So this is the most important thing. It will be installed on the EV. And if you do, see Mohammed, if you run anything, for example, I am going to synchronize. See folder, synchronize. Immediately if you come here on the server manager, see the queue will come. It will increase, it will show the number, some, I don't know what is inside, we don't know. But
activity.
there is an activity going on.
Okay.
So
That means
if there is activity is going on, we are good to go.
Okay.
If it is, sometimes if the performance is good, because there is the number of account is very small, there is nothing going on. So, but if there is, if you synchronize for the whole organization, for example, KIB even, let's say, they have around 500 users. To synchronize all 500, it's going to take some time. It's a lab environment, only 5-10 user accounts are there. It's a difference. Like, but there will be an activity here. Remember, now it's 0. It came for a second for our environment. But for the big environment, even if you do the synchronize, it will take maybe 20 minutes, 25 minutes to finish the synchronization.
So if it is synchronizing, we can come to know.
Yeah, even the email archiving. Okay, let's run the archiving task. How to run it? Let's run it first in the report mode. I'm going to right click on the archiving task you have created yesterday.
Yeah.
Right click, run now. I'll say run in report mode. Let's run it in report mode. Then number of eligible item, report on all item, report on all mailboxes. You can even select for the particular mailbox also, and the number of item you can also select. Okay, let's say report on all item or report on all mailboxes. Click OK. Where it will go, you can see the activity here. Again, see now the 35. Run now.
Run now.
Yeah. Then again, where you have to come here, go to the installation directory, Muhammad.
Yeah.
Most important thing for the troubleshooting. Go to your installation directory, D drive, program files, enterprise vault, reports folder is there. Okay, under the report folder, you will get, see what we have run is archiving, right? Mailbox archiving. Now the task is running. You have to wait till it is finished. So, okay, it's finished already, I think. Okay. See now, it's showing that it will give you the full report. Now, it's better to open this report in Excel. You can see per column, you know.
Battery running low. Come on, snacks are ready.
Yeah.
Over there only, the same place where we had it yesterday. So we can go and have a munch. And then I think it's almost time for namaz also.
Yeah.
So
Still 10 minutes. Okay, okay.
so we can eat, go for prayers and come back. So let's take a break.
Yes, what the
वो reports का कैसे